Welcome to episode 3 of Flashback, and we, after Shenmue, we're now going somewhere completely different, but somewhere that's important to both of us, with Command & Conquer, the original Command & Conquer, the 1995 RTS strategy video game developed by Westwood Studios and published by Virgin Interactive. First things first, our experience with this game did not come on a PC or anything like that. Originally, my experience came on the Sega Saturn, but I know it better for the PlayStation, basically.
I think that's one of my earliest game memories, is watching either you or our older brother Brendan playing it on a Sega Saturn. That's one of my earliest memories.
Yeah, I can remember the case, the big Sega Saturn style case, and of course, like Command & Conquer was so old at the time, there was no saving. We used passwords. We used to have a long list of passwords.
We're going to get into the negatives, and that may or may not be one of mine.
Well, yeah, of course, like the other videos, we will talk about some of the things we liked, some of the things we didn't like, and favourite moments, scenes, bits of music, basically what we always talk about on this channel. So, liked, I guess. I'll just start off with, this was, I believe, Warcraft 2, Warcraft 2 might have been before this, but I put this as my first proper experience with an RTS.
That's literally my first point as well. It was definitely my first experience with an RTS. I played Warcraft 2 afterwards, but yeah, it's...
I can't remember which one came first, but this one just sticks out as being likely the first experience. Good bloody place to start, because before that, real-time strategy, no, we weren't PC gamers. We didn't grow up with that, so that stuff just wasn't on.
Yeah, it's not the worst place to start playing one of the best RTS games of all time.
Absolutely, absolutely. Continuing that as well, one of the reasons why I always think it was one of the best is that it had such a clever difficulty grading. So with Command & Conquer, whereas later games in the series were terrible for being like, no problem, here's a level that's impossible to beat. Command & Conquer's original had a really gradual, steep incline up that made you feel like you were getting better and understanding what your troops could do and how to operate and stuff. Like, there was always the odd level where basically, I don't know, maybe your strategy or my strategy was to just try and sneak around and take over the goddamn construction yard with an engineer to beat him that way.
Worth a try. I mean, it's worth it if you do achieve it and then they destroy it. So
it works exactly. But yeah, I always thought it had a fantastic difficulty scale, like going upwards. You know?
Yeah. It starts off really simple, and it gives you a chance to get a hold of the mechanics of the game and how it all works. And you, as you said, the difficulty curve slowly scales up, and it's like your expertise on everything is like in line with the difficulty.
Yeah,
at just the right time.
Yeah. One of the things I really liked about it, and it was completely unique to the game, I don't think I saw in any game before it, was the FMV videos that were used for the scenes. Fucking A.
They brought in real actors to perform and almost do these B-movie type performances to like this fictitious war between these two fictitious factions, GDI and Nod. And yeah, they just brought something completely unique and different to this experience and helped make you really get invested in the story.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, when you talk about the Command & Conquer, you can't not picture whether it be Shepard or Kane or Seth. That's the one.
The series, it became a staple of the series.
It
after
did.
That,
Yeah.
Welcome to the big time, Commander. You haven't really arrived until Kane has sicked his media ninjas on you at least once. I'm pinch hitting for Shepard since no one's really sure where he is right now. It's the wrong time to take a vacation. We're down about 60% manpower from the T-poison.
Yeah, I mean, and famous people started to crop up in them. For all you Lost fans, look out, I think it's Command & Conquer 3, look out for Josh Holloway hanging around in the background. Sawyer from Lost, in case you're wondering who it is. It's kind of a thing as well, but like one of the things I loved when I talked about difficulty scale was how later on you would end up acquiring powerful weapons. And oh my god, was I such a homer for the ion cannon. That thing was a beast. I loved it. Yeah, that's it, the ion cannon.
Yeah. Also, I think a highlight from the game is the music.
Oh, of course.
One of my favourite pieces of music is called The March of Doom. And it sort of ramps up. It starts slowly and it ramps up to like this awesome piece of battle music that really pumps you up.
Yep, it does, yeah.
To like defeat the enemy.
Well, even we'll touch upon the music now. Even in game, it was unusual music, often with spoken word, kind of like effects and stuff like that. But it always seemed to fit. They did a really good job with the music, you know?
Really good.
Yeah.
We are going to have to act if we want to live in a different world. You're going to have to act.
Yeah. And one of the other things, last thing I'm going to mention about what I really liked about it is multiple choice missions. So it was, you know, it was linear, here's your level and so on, but you would often, particularly late, you'd have like 3 options, which were actually different. It might be set in the same level or the same location, but how you approached it with these ones was different. Some might involve you not having a base. I remember there being 2. One where you went in where you could start with building a base. Another was that you were going in to rescue a failed base. Basically, it was collapsing, and you'd go in and everything was broken, you had to fix it.
Yeah, and you had like a mechanic, and you had to fix the buildings and stuff.
Yeah.
There was a lot of variety to the levels.
There was, yeah.
Like
There's quite a few too, like 20
level,
plus.
You know, there's a level where you just play as the commando character.
Yeah.
And you have to go and literally take this one soldier, who I don't know why he's so unbeatable, but he could go into like a base of enemies, and he could detonate a building and just destroy it instantly. I'm not sure like why. I guess he was like had bombs on him.
I guess TNT or something. It was always that symbol word. It. Gonna move on to don't like.
Don't like. How about you go first?
Yeah, no worries. I haven't got much to say really in this one, except that I hated, and I always will never enjoyed. My love of RTS was building bases, building up this cool defense, building up this smart, and fighting off attacks. So when I got put into a level where it was kind of like, no, you don't get a base. Here's just a load of units, and you've got to. There was a couple where you had to get to an exit. I never. Oh no, I didn't enjoy them. Didn't enjoy them at all.
I agree. Is that your only negative?
No, also the nuclear weapon.
Yeah, it's kind of bullshit, isn't it?
Yeah, the nuclear weapon is incredibly underwhelming when you finally get it on the Nod side of things. In fact, one of the things that used to drive me nuts was it really couldn't even destroy bases in one hit. I get why, you kind of at too overpowered to a degree. But ultimately, I remember when doing that, I ended up sort of settling on that thing and being like, you just use it to try and decimate the troops, because it could destroy troops. But if you dropped it in the middle of a base, it would crumple things, but they'd be instantly repaired. It was underwhelming. It was all about the iron cannon.
That's true, but talking about the nuclear weapons and the ion cannon and the special weapons you could unlock, I remember back in the day we discovered the cheat codes for the game.
Oh!
And like, it was like after that point, after I discovered like being able to unlock the nuclear weapon immediately and stuff like that, it made the game almost impossible to play because it was just super tempting not to just use it.
Just to use it. I forgot we did that, yeah. All right, you got any more negatives?
Negative-wise, no.
Okay. He paused it like he was about to say something really interesting.
I was trying to think, like, what did I dislike about the game? And it's tough. It's a tough one, man.
No, it is. And that's why we don't want to drag it on. This isn't a 10 things. But what about favourite moments, scenes, bits of music? We already mentioned the music overall, so we'll skip that. But favourite moments or scenes, things that...
Anything particular that jumps out?
Well, the introduction of Kane. So the introduction of Kane is wickedly done. So Seth at this point has become so jealous of you, and it's every so often it'll shine through with how he says in the missions. And this is done in a scene in an FMV where he's about to send you on what will be a fucking suicide mission, and all you see is a gun come out from the side and shoot him in the head, and that's the introduction of Kane, who becomes the guy talking to afterwards.
Yeah, Kane is a great antagonist.
Well done. You are truly becoming Kane's favorite. How would you like to ensure your place in the highest echelons of Nod? Surely you are ambitious enough to take on a mission of tremendous magnitude. Your goal is so secret, even Kane knows nothing of it yet. You see, power shifts quickly in the Brotherhood. I've taken the liberty of dispatching your troops to the U.S. Kane has been loath to attack America, but I feel that it's time, and that you're the one to do it. This is the Pentagon. A full frontal attack with your strongest forces should render their military center of operation.
Yes. Power shifts more quickly than some people think. I am Kane.
Super enigmatic.
Yep.
For sure. But also a negative, actually, on the sort of one is the password codes.
Of course, yeah.
Because like you said, there was no saves. I'm not sure why that was. You just couldn't save onto the memory card, or what?
I don't know why. It wasn't. It was PlayStation, so there's no good reason not to.
It may have just been that maybe we just didn't have a memory card to save it on. I'm not
No,
sure.
no, it was passwords. It was.
That's really strange.
Because
yeah.
I have an emulator. Oh. and you know the system
Dirty
still
words.
Yes. But yeah, the password system was, and they were long as well. They weren't short, like 5 digits. There was like 8 to 10, I think.
Yeah, there were long letters and numbers jumbled up. And,
yeah.
You know, back then, you'd have to remember it by writing it down, and it was like they'd have uppercase and lowercase letters, and if you got one of them wrong, that was it. You're completely screwed.
Yep.
Really annoying.
Yeah. And last one, I'm going to mention a favourite moment. The final FMV from Shepard. So this is the last mission before you go take out Kane in Sarajevo, I believe it is. And the last mission, Shepard wakes up on the desk and he's all dishevelled, his collar's undone and all that, and he speaks slower, and obviously it's taken its toll on him, and it's the destroy the bastard is the word he used.
We found him, Commander. Kane's temple and base of operations. This field operative's covert transmission came to us live just 5 minutes ago, so there's no doubt that Kane's inside. He surrounded himself with his own crack militia. Getting to him won't be easy. Ironic, isn't it? Kane's planted his temple just outside of Sarajevo. If that sounds familiar, it's because that's where another madman started World War I. And here we are, trying to stop this madman from doing it again. Commander, there is to be no quarter given. No leniency in dealing with Kane and his zealots. Wipe his temple off the face of the earth. Destroy the bastard.
Is the words he uses.
Really?
It's just like, yes, come on, let's go get him, you know? Fucking A, love that one. Because that's actually the mission where you see it's Kane's temple. And shit, so you don't remember this. Right, I'll just so you know, this will be intercut with the video and scenes in it. So when you finally do defeat this mission, the final scene as well of like Kane in his destroyed temple, the temple's collapsing around him, and the iron cannon comes down on him, and he opens his arms up.
Oh yeah,
that's fucking incredible.
I remember also you could select. I think if you won with Kane, you could select real world
to destroy.
You could destroy like the Big Ben,
Eiffel Tower, White House, maybe.
It was the White House, and
I
swear the White House destruction was literally just the Independence Day. Like they just took that, cut it straight from the movie and put it in the game. But yeah, that was quite controversial, right? I mean, that wouldn't fly today. Can you imagine that being in a game?
Welcome to the Global Defense Initiative Orbital Defense Matrix.
The world. Where to strike? Where will the world most keenly feel the blade of GDI treachery? You have done much to aid the Brotherhood towards this final victory. The choice, my friend, is yours.
Like showing Big Ben just get destroyed, or Eiffel Tower. I mean,
by a satellite. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah.
I mean, the game is a lot about terrorism, isn't it?
It is.
Kane is a terrorist.
Well, that's exactly what he is. Yeah. And it's a fight over resources, Tiberium, effectively. So there you go. That's our flashback of Command and Conquer. Thanks for watching. Let us know what you think in the comments, things that you like or dislike, anything you want to say to us. Like and subscribe. Check out the other videos.